credit repair business and you're not actually using these two specific strategies, you are losing out on so much money to the point where you are not probably able to close enough sales, right? And my name is Gonwell Culture. If you're watching this video, you might be watching this on Instagram, you might be watching this on LinkedIn, you might even be watching this on YouTube. Just make sure to hit the subscribe button, because I always release secret strategies that people are scared to teach, right? And this is what separates me from the real and from the fakes, right? But let's actually dive in. A few things that I want to share with you guys is that there are secret strategies that I have implemented into my credit repair business. I actually have 2 credit repair companies that are doing 6 figures consistently every single month, recurring. That is insane. And I have even taught over 100 plus different business owners and students on how to scale their business and guide them on how to implement some of the strategies that we are doing currently in our business right now that is working consistently, right? Consistently, right? So let's actually dive in, because I want to actually show you guys this. This is actually insane. One of the strategies that I want to actually talk to you guys about is utilizing lead generation, right? Now, of course, if you're running ads, a lot of the things that people do are they go on their Instagram, they post a flyer, and they click promote, right? Now, that is a cool way to run ads, right? Very, very cool way. But let's actually say that you came to the back end and you actually ran a lead generation campaign. I'm going to actually go through all the campaigns that we're running so that you can actually see how we're actually not only getting an average of $2.86, right? But how we can go inside of the ad set, and the reason why I run my ads the way that I run it, which is bringing consistent results for not just myself, but for everyone that's in our agency, all my students that I have teaching these secret strategies, and every single business owner that has a credit repair company, a funding company, even real estate lead generation. This strategy actually worked perfectly. And I'm going to tell you guys why. Number one, nowadays, especially after the iOS 14 update, you guys probably noticed either your leads dropped, right? You've probably been getting a lot of crazy leads, but ever since the iOS update, either your leads started dropping, number one. Number two, the second thing that's been happening is that you haven't been getting consistent leads, right? It just haven't been consistent. One day you get 10 leads, next day you get 0, right? The third thing is that maybe, right, your cost per lead went all the way up, right? I remember one of my students told me that they was running conversion campaigns, which is an objective that is very, very great when it comes to taking someone off of Facebook to your website. And the crazy thing about it was his cost per lead went from $2 to $3 all the way to $14 to $30 to even $40 per lead. Now let's do some math real quick, because I'm a mathematical person and I want you guys to understand this. If you're getting a $25 lead, right, and you spent, let's just make it basic, and you spent $100, right? That means you're getting 4 leads for $100, right? Now, let's be realistic here. What if 4 of those leads don't pick up? What if 4 of those leads put in the wrong information? You just spent $100. Now, maybe $100 is not good for you, but when it comes to business, you have to understand your metrics, and you have to understand how much it's going to cost for you to get multiple leads, not just one lead, because it's business. It's a numbers game, right? It's a numbers game. So let's actually dive in. I feel like I've been talking a lot, and I really want to show you guys this because this is insane, and this has been very, very crazy, right? So for the past 45 days, I think 45, 50 days, we've been running lead generation, right? We've been running website conversions. It's been very, very great. The only thing about it is that I personally don't like website conversions at the moment, just because we're using a strategy to get people to actually book an appointment, or come in as a lead, right? When they come in as a lead, now what happens is you have to have automation on the back end, SMS marketing, email marketing. Those are what's going to trigger the follow-up to get them to book the appointment if they didn't book the appointment from the lead generation, right? And you're probably asking, Godwin, how in the world, right? How in the world are you getting people to book appointments through lead generation? I'm going to show you right now. But before I actually show you right now, I want to actually go through the campaigns. Now, if you see our campaigns that we're running, we have campaigns at a total of $55, $57 per a day. which has been performing really, really good. Now, of course, if anybody know me, you guys know I'm a very, very aggressive scaling person, and I scale very strategically to stay profitable. I don't scale just to say I'm scaling to get a lot of leads and spend $10 per lead or $20 per lead, right? Now, if you look at some of these campaigns, you see that some of these leads are at $3.56, which is very profitable, $3.23, which is very profitable, and even the $2.57 and $2.56 are very, very profitable as well. Now, the thing about this is the reason why the cost went up on these ones is because these are actually lookalikes, right? Now, let's actually dive in real quick. Just for the purposes, I'm gonna cover up some of my ad sets because I don't want you guys to actually steal some of these ad sets, and if you guys do, it's totally fine. But let's actually cover this up. All right, perfect. So now we're inside of our ad sets, right? And you guys actually notice that a few of our campaigns are averaging out to 274, 243, 246 per lead, right? Now, the great thing about this is that we are actually having people, if we look at our metrics, right, we're actually having people book appointments on the back end, right? So when they opt in as a lead, right, we have our cold callers call these leads, which they get, it works perfectly, right? A lot of people don't like lead generation because, quote unquote, they're not quality leads and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But people that are interested in your service are going to be able to follow directions, right? If they're opting in through lead generation, and at the end of the lead generation, you are stating for them to book an appointment, if they really truly want your service, they're going to book an appointment, right? Now let's look at this, right? We have a confirming booking, and don't mind this because cost per booking, these are not truly accurate. But if you look at the confirmed booking, we have 30 and 7, right? And if you look at how much we spent on this specific campaign, we spent $1,100, which we 5x our return on ad spend. That's why this is actually continuously running, right? Now, not only that, we have, at one point, it wasn't tracking correctly. I feel like it was way more than that. Let me make sure, 339 leads, so 154. Okay, so we have people actually booking appointments on the back end. Now let's actually go inside of the ad, right? I want you guys to see the ad, right? Let's go inside the ad. And of course we're running images, right? If you look at the video, and the reason why we test like this is because when we launch campaigns, we test multiple ads, different images, different videos, different headlines. We test out different things to make sure to see what's actually working perfectly for our audience. If you notice, you see that it's $4.06 per a lead for videos, versus if we're looking, and we only brought in 9 leads, versus if you look at the image, the flyer, we have over 300 plus leads with $2.38 per lead. What does that tell you? Images are outperforming the shit out of videos, literally, right? But you're probably wondering, should I turn it off? No, you don't turn it off, right? Now, you only turn it off if you notice from your CRM system that everybody that's coming in from the video are not actually converting, right? They're just probably not picking up, not converting, don't want to get started, just probably lollygagging. This is the way. If you have a proper structure, it's not just running ads, right? I want to back up a little bit. It's not really just about running ads. It's about having a proper structure, a proper foundation to be able to handle every single lead that comes into your system so that you're not wasting money and getting 2, 3, 4, 500 leads a week or a month, and you're not having a follow-up system, right? Now, let's actually back up real quick. Let's look at another campaign, right? Now, if we go into our second campaign right here, which is, this is our special ad category campaigns, and I'm going to actually show you guys this. Well, you guys won't know the name of the ad set, so it doesn't really matter. But if we look at these campaigns, you will actually see that these ad sets, these campaigns are all running in CBOs for a reason, right? Because one day one asset might perform good, the next day the other asset might not perform good, and it's Facebook usually distribute the budget to the assets that's doing good that specific day or that specific week, sometimes that even specific month, because sometimes one asset will perform, the other one won't perform good. Now, if you look at this one is gonna actually get killed because this is not performing really good. So we're gonna just kill that one. But if you look at the other campaigns, the other ad sets, I'm sorry, I don't know why I keep saying campaigns, you'll be able to see that the average cost is $3.23. Are we profitable? Yes. right? This is why it's still running. Now let's actually dive in and look at another one, right? I want to show you guys something real quick. Let me see if I can show you. Let's go into this one. Now, if you guys look at this one, what we did was we duplicated the campaign from the previous one that had the highest cost per lead, right? It was probably around $3 on average, $5 at the max. And we duplicated and put it in the CBO and duplicated the ad sets twice. Right now, you're probably wondering, God, why in the world would you duplicate the asset twice? What's happening is because we're running a CBO, right? We're running a CBO campaign, and since we noticed that these ad sets are performing really, really good, what we did was we duplicated it twice, right? If you notice, this one's at $252, average of $3, $268, $280, $230, $294. Average cost per a lead on this specific campaign is $2.73. Now, of course, I want to show you guys the ad itself, because you guys are probably wondering, like, why, like, how are you doing this? Like, what is the magic, right? Now, the magic is really this. You have to be creative, number one. Number two, sometimes when people are doing a certain strategy, doesn't necessarily mean you have to copy, right? Everybody's running website conversions. That's definitely dope, right? You can do that, right? There's different methods and strategies you can implement to keep the costs low. But at the end of the day, I like driving in more traffic to my business for this specific reason. I'm gonna tell you right here, and people don't do this. Number one, if I bring in a lot of leads from a specific campaign or ad set, what happens is that I can be able to download that list of people that came in, upload it into Facebook customer list, and strictly focus on that specific audience that has been bringing our company a lot of revenue, right? Now, you can't do that if you're doing website conversion. I mean, you can, but you really can't, because what's gonna happen is if your cost is too high, you can't scale to be able to get a lot of data, right? But if you're doing lead generation, you can be able to scale because it's a numbers game, right? Because everybody's not gonna be interested the same day to get started. Some people might tell you Friday, Saturday, next week, 4 weeks from now. It happens, it's business, right? Now, if you look at this specific ad set, you notice inside of the ad, the video is not performing good at all. Not even whatsoever. But am I going to kill the campaign? No, because 90% chance it probably didn't even spend $5 yet, right? So we're just gonna let it keep going. It only had 42 reach and 43 impressions, right? We're just gonna let it go. So if we go into the ad, right, I'm gonna actually show you something real fast. This is how we actually structure our lead generation. And this is not a hidden secret, just not a lot of people wanna do this. Not a lot of people know how to do this. And not a lot of people think this actually works, because quote unquote, they think it's shitty leads, right? So let's actually dive in real fast, and I'm gonna show you guys our ad, right? So let me wait for this to load so I can be able to show you how this can run. Let's go. All right, so if you look at this, this is our ad, right? Now let's look at the lead generation form that we're actually implementing, right? So if you look at the lead generation form, we're always running higher intent form, right? And I'm gonna go in real fast and show you guys how to structure the form. This is something that we have in our Scaling with Credit program, where I actually teach you guys on how to actually run paid ads for credit repair, business funding, and etc. Not just actually that, even how to structure the system. Some people just don't want to do it. So you know what they do? They hire our agency, SWC Media, to be able to structure these campaigns for them. Now we're gonna go ahead and click continue. And if you guys look at it, the form, right, it's gonna say more volume or higher intent. We don't do more volume. The reason why we don't do more volume is because it's shitty leads, right? People just sliding and that's it, it's submitting. It can be inaccurate information. They might have their old phone numbers on their Facebook account that's not updated. So if you do follow up, it's just trash. Emails might be old from 1990s and 1985, right? From when they signed up for Facebook. So we don't do more volume. What we focus on are higher intent, because it gives them an extra review step for them to actually confirm that their information is correct versus just sliding to submit on their mobile device, right? Higher intent form. Now in the intro, this is where you put in your image. Depending on the image you're going to be using for the form, you put in your headline, your description of what you are offering to your customers, and then you can add questions. Now, truth be told, I really don't like adding questions on ours because it kind of delays the process. If we know that you're looking for credit repair, then we just need to get on a call, right? We just need to get on a call. And the great thing about this is if you're not implementing this one specific strategy when you do your consultations, you are losing out on thousands, oh my God, I feel like crying right now, thousands of dollars. And this is why, real quick. When we do our consultation call, every call that we get on, we get paid $25 per a call, right? So let's just think about it. We generated 500 leads. Our cold callers got on the call with 250 people. I love doing math, right? 500. Let's say out of 500, 250 people got on the call, right? So 250 times 25, that's $6,250. We didn't even spend nowhere close to that. Most likely we're probably spending $800, right? $600 per total, but we just got $6,250. If they did start, right, we can actually, depending on the cost of your service, you can be able to X that to 3 times, right? But if they didn't start, worst case worst, you just got a free $6,250, number one. And the second thing is that you can actually put this money back into ads and keep some profit, right? Cool. So now we're on the choose the top information. I always move usually the full name is on the bottom, so I'll move it to the top, full name, email, and we add another category because we need their phone number, of course. And then once we actually do that, then we go to the bottom where it says privacy, right? We put out in our privacy policy, right? If you have it on your website, that's dope. If you're not, I would suggest go on Fiverr and have someone do it. We just kind of outsource a lot of things. And then the cool part about it is on the completion form. This is the part where you get the secret booked appointment, right? So let me exit this real fast. If you actually look right here, we're gonna cancel, exit, okay? If you actually look right here into our form, you would notice that in our form right here, let me move this right here. All right, in our form right here is very simple. The most aggressive credit repair company in the world results in 60 days on money back guaranteed, which is very 100% accurate. If we click continue, you will notice it's actually for a full name, email, phone number, same process as how I was, breaking it down to you guys. And then they have to slide to submit. So basically they have to review their information and slide to submit to confirm that their information is accurate, right? Now, it's gonna send them this at the end. Wait, you're almost completed. Book your appointment below. You'll receive a confirmation via text confirming your appointment, right? Now, when they get that text message, what happens is they get another text message stating, hey, this is Godwin from et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Please click this link to get your credit report so that when we hop on your call, we can be able to break down your free consultation, right? Now, you'll receive a confirmation via text. When they click this link, book your appointment now, it's literally going to take them directly to our calendar page, which I'm going to show you guys right here. Let me see if I have calendar page. That says booking confirmed. Hopefully that's not the... Okay, boom. So now we have a video, right? And we have the calendar on the bottom, right? The video is explaining, let me pause that. The video is explaining what they need to do, right? And if they're not ready, they don't need to book an appointment because they're just gonna waste up our slots, right? Sheesh, more than slots. Okay, so they're going to waste our slots, right? So that is the strategy. Usually we don't put the funnel because we don't want them scrolling around. They already seen the ad. They already opt in. We don't need them scrolling around on the funnel and backing out, right? 99% chance they're gonna come back to the funnel after they book the appointment to look at it, but we need to get directly to the point. Some people just do things and it doesn't make sense, right? We need to get directly to the point. So getting directly to the point is on the calendar, on the book your appointment now, on that part, you're gonna put the URL to your calendar page, right? Now, when you put the URL to your calendar page, you just structure a lead generation machine, right? Now, you can, if I were you and you might be doubting and saying, oh my gosh, Godwin, I'd rather just stick with conversions. Let's just do this. Split test and test out conversions and lead generations and see how it actually works for your business. Because again, it's a numbers game, right? It is a numbers game. Business is about numbers, right? The more people that see your business opts in, the more people you follow up get started, right? It's that simple. So again, if you are, let me actually make this large. If you are running a credit repair, okay, wow. But if you are running a credit repair business and you're not actually implementing these strategies that I'm breaking down to you guys, you are actually wasting a lot of time and you are not dominating all the sectors and covering the gap. But it's not just running ads. At the same time, it's really about having a back-end system, right? If you haven't heard of our Scale 360 on-demand system, it's very, very intense and very, very dope for automations. We even give you access to text message campaigns, nurture campaigns. Of course, you can modify them because there are templates they were giving that we use at our company that's working. But of course, you can modify it to your taste. But the dope part about this is that you are covering